Long ago there was a land called Amphorius, a nation inhabited by titans. Among them, the most famous one was a tiny titan known as the Little Ika, the strongest titan, and it bears world-bearing core flames. This titan carries a terrifying gift, the power to devour anything. It consumes all things and keeps the entire world resting inside its stomach, a living embodiment of the world-bearing principle. Besides Titan, there are two races that inhabit this planet. Firstly, humans, namely a race like Aglaya. Aglaya has the power to be like Spider-Man. Look at this scene.
Move.
The second race is the Antikyrian, the race to which Ligus belonged. In this land lived a simple man named Ligus. He came from the Antikyrian race, robots with a big hole in their chests, shaped like a metallic donut. Ligus worked as a lift operator in Amphorius. His job was humble, but he was always kind, especially to newcomers. He worked with a gentle heart. A pure donut heart. Ligus has a hobby of looking at the stars. So this time he came to see the stars with his girlfriend, Herta.
I think that I'm just asking for a name. Can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information.
And dance among the stars. One day, a green-haired scientist named Anaxa entered the lift. Ligus greeted him cheerfully.
Yes, Professor.
But when they arrived at the destination, Anaxa simply laughed at Ligus's job.
Thank you, Castorus.
Comparing him to a chunk of metal he threw to the corner.
Cancerous cletus tango.
Ligus stayed silent, holding back his frustration. Time passed. And Ligus, the donut robot with a pure heart, eventually escorted two heroes, Phainon and the Trailblazer. He guided them, helped them, even protected them.
Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed.
But fate was cruel. Without warning, one of the heroes, secretly assigned beforehand, beheaded Ligus in silence. Ligus died quietly. Poor Ligus. But a miracle happened. Ligus was still alive, only his body was broken. Ligus tells fairy tale to Trailblazer.
Home of the nameless hero who carried Kephales's core flame. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron. Pretending the straw dummy now.
He rose again and tried to convince the Trailblazer that he meant no harm. He wanted to hug the Trailblazer, hoping to earn trust, but the Trailblazer threatened to kill him instead. With no choice left, Ligus stopped him. But other hero threatened him.
What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the
Ligus trapped the Trailblazer so he could negotiate safely.
gods.
This is the exomyth? This doesn't feel the same as before. How should I get back?
How I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind.
Until one day, the Trailblazer broke free.
Trailblazer's turn.
Trailblazer runs away and becomes friends with a dugong who threaten him. making Ligus jealous.
And Ligus had to reveal his true form. With donut energy glowing from his chest, Ligus transformed into a Sigma mewing robot, wielding the power to spread the power of friendship across the world.
Personally participate.
In short, Ligus lost. For reviving Little Ika, Trailblazer gave back world-bearing core flame.
But Ligus is still alive, so he uses power to give the core flame friendship power.
But his path was blocked by a little girl, Cyrene. Little but powerful. She made Ligus suffering. Cornered, Ligus unleashed his ultimate weapon, the Iron Tomb, a giant robot he built himself, crafted from the savings he collected as a lift operator.
How could you possibly build this?
Someone shouted. Ligus proudly replied, "Me? I used pirated Microsoft Excel." But Ligus's plan crumbled when something unexpected appeared. Noose, a seemingly evil jellyfish robot. But once long ago, Noose was Ligus's first creation. Back when Ligus was still an engineer filled with dreams, he built Noose with love, sanding its metal frame, polishing its body, shaping it to hover softly like a gentle companion. But there was a problem. Noose couldn't speak. He couldn't smile. He couldn't express anything. Silence. Only silence. The more Noose stayed silent, the more Ligus felt lonely. And because all his savings were spent on creating Noose, Ligus had to quit being an engineer and apply for a new job as a lift operator. He never meant to abandon Noose. He simply didn't have a choice if he wanted to survive. But Noose didn't understand that. He felt abandoned, unwanted, forgotten. He waited until sadness rotted into anger. His system cracked. His eyes glowed red. The jellyfish once made with love became a being filled with hatred. And now he returned, like not to help, but to repay the pain he carried for so long. Noose tampered with Ligus's equation, turning it into a universe-destroying virus. The heroes finally realized their mistakes. They apologized to Ligus, purifying his creation with the power of friendship. But it was already too late. In the middle of all the chaos, Ligus took his own life. The donut robot who only wanted to make the world a little warmer still ended up alone.